Today I'm going to tell you about the story of Notre Dame, which is the very famous church cathedral in Paris. So at that time, I was receiving a lot of messages about telling me to do specific things or to tell specific things to some people. And so I was just following that pretty much all the time. And one day I was at home and I clearly heard this voice telling me, okay, stand up and leave right now. You have to go in Paris. I was not living in Paris at that time. I was in the suburbs. It was the first time that I felt this strong sense of urgency. The feeling of urgency was new because usually the messages and the things that I received did not have that energy, that feeling of urgency. But that time it was very, very, very strong. And so the voice was like, you have to go right now. You have to go right now. Take the subway, go in Paris. And I was like, but where am I going? We'll tell you. We'll tell you. Okay. So I get in the subway. Once I'm in the subway, I'm like, but where do I stop? Until where do I take the subway? And they're like, we'll tell you. We'll tell you. Okay. So I'm just staying very focused in the subway. And at some point they tell me, okay, get off the subway at the next stop and change and take this subway and then and as I got off the subway, they just tell me, okay, go straight, turn right, turn left, here, here, here. And I'm just following the directions, walking in the streets, and they say, okay, here, you arrived. And I'm in front of a church. So I get into church, small parenthesis. At that time, whenever I would get into a very highly spiritual, energetic place, churches or other places with very high vibrations. These places carry energetic codes that are very specific to their places and their history and the people who came and prayed at that specific location and all, the hopes and the prayers and I could go on and on, but lots of things being carried in these codes. And whenever I would get into a new place with a high vibration, I would first sense truly energy coming up. So it was as if I was uploading energy from this place, and then I would download all the codes of all the other places with high vibrations that I had been at in the past. And what I was told at that time was that I was doing all that in order to strengthen the link between all these vibrational places. And so I was used to that. So I get into this church, back to the story, I get into this church, I sit down and I only feel codes coming outside of me. And then I hear, okay, that's it, stand up and let's leave. And I'm like, wait, that usually I'm uploading too. I've never been to this place, I've never been to this church. So what about the data, the codes of this specific place? They're like, no, we're not here for that. Stand up, just go. And I'm like, okay. So I stand up again. They'll be like, okay, go outside, follow this street, turn right, turn left, I get in front of a second church. Same thing. I get inside, only downloads. And then they're like, stand up, go, keep going. And I asked, okay, what is going on? What is going on? Show me. Explain something to me. I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to follow all these orders from the light because I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior of the light. But I truly want to understand. I want to understand what is going on. And so I was shown a vision underneath Notre Dame where there was a battle between the good and the bad. They said that what I was doing was in case the light did not win this specific battle. And so I was like, okay. So I just kept going. They made me do that for many different churches that I did not know. And at some point we got into, it was the last one. So I heard that, okay, that's the last one, Diana, hurry, hurry, hurry. I think it was a quarter before 6 p.m. I get in front of this place where they actually had, how can I say that? So you would get in, there would be this first security from the street. And once you would pass that, you will get into this open area where you would have a ministry. So I think it was a French ministry, something related to the government, maybe a ministry On the left side, and then on the right side, you would have a church. And so I'm being told, okay, you have to go into the church that is inside. So I get in front, I'm still on the street, and I get in front, and I hear the security guards telling the people that are in front of me, they were like, hey, good evening, we want to go and visit the church. And the security man tells them, sorry guys, everything closes at 6 p.m. It's like a quarter before 6. No, nobody gets in anymore. Come back tomorrow. And so the people leave, and I come. Like, he's going to say no to me too, you know? And I hear that they're like, you have to go, you have to go. If you don't get inside, it's very important. If you don't get inside, all that you have done until now would just amount to nothing. And so I tell the security man, I'm like, I just want to get into the church. Can I please just get in very quickly? And he's like, I'm sorry, everything is going to close. Just come back tomorrow. And I'm like, sir, I swear I just have to do one prayer, one very, very, very quick prayer. I'm going to be outside before the people that are inside. Like, it's going to be so quick, but it's so important for me. Please, 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 please. So the man looks at me. He's like, you know what? Get in the area, but there are guards also in front of the church, so you're not going to be able to enter it anyways. And I'm like, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I get in the open area, and as I turn to get into the church, there were two people in front of the church, and one of them turned and looked at the wall. I don't know why. The other one kneeled down to pick up something, and nobody saw me. I just passed next to them, and I entered the church. I went inside, and so I again felt like this download of codes, and then that was it. I went out. I thanked again the security man from, the front door. So I went home. I looked at a map, being like, I want to see where I have been, and retraced all the places that I had been to. It was actually forming a circle around Notre Dame. And 3 days later, Notre Dame burned down. When I saw that, I felt that what I had been doing 3 days earlier was related to that. My guides confirmed that, and they said that, yeah, the thing is that what you did was that as you had been in Notre Dame before, you had the codes of Notre Dame. What we had you do was actually to download in all these places the codes of Notre Dame in order for, in case the light would not win this battle, the evil would still be constricted inside the circle that you had formed with the energy, the codes of Notre Dame. So it would mean that the light is always ahead. The light is always ahead, and the light always wins, even when we think that it's not the case. So yeah, that was the Notre Dame story.